welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone liked the new intro, so let me know in the comments below if you thought it was good or whether you'd rather it just jump on straight to the vlog. So anyway, give me a heads up and let me know what you think. So today I just thought I'd put together a bit of the journey that Bella and I have been on over the last few months. So, well, for a little while now, I've had an inkling that her saddle's not been fitting her right. So now that I'm asking more of her, I'm asking her to use her body more and try and lift her back up. And, you know, we have moments of greatness and then a lot of not, which I know it comes with the territory of training and moving up through the levels of the training scale. But I just feel like the saddle's been blocking her a bit. And I know in the past I've talked to you, if you've watched other vlogs, I've talked to you guys about sometimes she has some muscle issues, and probably about maybe 18 months ago now, I had moments of her wanting to bite and kick and not wanting me to get on, which is a clear indication that something is not quite right. So anyway, I've had the week off this week, which has been fabulous, and I've loved every moment of it. We've had some great weather and I've got some really good rides in, and I had a saddle fitter come out to fit some saddles for Belle, and it turns out, as I suspected, my saddle is not working great. So I've got my saddle here. It's a Wintec Isabel dressage saddle, which I've always found comfortable for me, but for her, and I'll just pop her on and see if you guys, I don't know whether this is an interest to you or not, but and I'll move this in a bit. So I've got my pivot set up and it's super windy as usual today. So if I wait for a day when it's not windy, we're never going to do any recording. But so I'm not sure if you can see here, but it comes to, even though it's only a 16.5 inch, it's a very flat tree. And back when we first got Bella, she was very, very round and did have a fairly flat back. So it seemed to work okay then, but over the years, and I've had this saddle for, since we've had Belle, so about eight and a half years, and she's changed shape in that time. So it's really important that you do get a saddle fitter out to your horses a bit more regularly than what I did, just to make sure that the saddle is fitting them correctly, because they do change shape over time. So now the back of this saddle here presses in on her back. So also, even though I thought it was quite comfortable for me, now I've sat in a few different saddles, I actually sit a little bit too far back in this saddle. And one of the lessons that I had not long ago, the instructor was saying how sorry Bella, that was making you twitchy. I'm behind the movement, so I'm sitting too far back and putting pressure on her back here. It also, she drops away a little bit on the near side shoulder, so I feel like the saddle twists a little bit, and therefore I'm struggling to get her to strike off on the left leg into canter. And now we're asking for more canter. That's becoming more of a problem, because obviously it's hurting her and she can't bring her outside leg up and under, which is the first step of the canter. So that's what was playing on my mind and what prompted me to get the saddle fitter out and to really start investigating, because I already had a feeling that that was becoming a problem. And when the saddle fitter came, she confirmed all of my suspicions. So the Wintec has got to go. It will suit someone else's horse that's more flat in the back, and it is a lovely saddle, so hopefully I can sell that one. So we tried about 5 different saddles. We had a second-hand option, which is this one here, which is a Jessica Trainer saddle, which is lovely. And that one, the saddle fitter had to tweak a bit because it's a second-hand saddle. So Bella also has a very forward girth area. So the girth naturally wants to gravitate right behind her, sorry belly, right behind her shoulder there. So I did buy a new girth to go with my Wintec, which did help, but we really need to have the billets, the saddle points here, further forward. So with this saddle you have that option to be able to adjust it. So the saddle fitter adjusted to have the billet more forward, so then that sits flatter and straight down into that girth area there. So that in that way it's much better. It's also shorter, so it doesn't come back too far, and the tree has a little bit more of a curve to it, so it sits much better and more comfortable on her back. The concern that the saddle fitter and I had is the fact that it is a second-hand saddle, so it has been altered previously, I would say, for whoever had it before. So we're dealing with a saddle that's already had some alterations to it, and now we've done some more alterations to it. And so I have this on a 7-day trial. So I have been feeling, I've ridden in it a few times, and I'm a little bit worried that it is maybe lifting up a touch at the back, which will then put pressure on her shoulders at the front. So I did have the option also of a new saddle, which of course was double the price, and that sat on her beautifully, and that's a saddle that's actually made for cobs. So it's made for wider backed horses and shorter backed horses. And again, you're starting from scratch then because it's a brand new saddle. So then we can slightly tweak it and alter it to suit Bella, although the version that I tried sat on her really well. So I hummed and hawed what to do. Of course, I went the cheaper option, and considering it's a 7-day trial, so I can try this. And yeah, the jury's out, so I'm going to have a ride in it again today. I'm going to do some hill work, so I've done some schooling with her in it. She seems to go quite well in it. She's still a little bit unsettled, but that's going to take time too, because with the old saddle, that had been, you know, putting pressure on points in her back, which was uncomfortable for her. And for that, I'm really, you know, I feel bad that I didn't get all this sorted sooner for Bella. But she's such a trooper, and she you know, she's just accepted it as horses do. They're very stoic, and they put up with a lot that we throw at them. So I really want to make sure I do the right thing by her this time, and get it right. So like I said, I've done some schooling with her. She was moving forward a little better, but again, I'm feeling a little bit concerned that it is putting pressure on the shoulder area. And I'll do some hill work with her today, just go up and down the paddock, and I'll take some footage of that. And yeah, I've got a lesson tomorrow, so I'll ride her at the lesson in the new saddle. Also see what the instructor thinks, because it's always good to get second opinion from someone else. And then I've got the option on Monday, on my day off, I may take this one back and then purchase the new one. My gut's telling me it's probably going to be the new one. But anyway, it's good to have those options, and that's the good thing about having the saddle fitter come out to you and to bring you different options out. So that was a really productive day that day. So I just thought I would share this little saddle journey with you, because if you're a horse owner, it is quite the struggle, and it is a big investment to make. But at the end of the day, we spend a lot of time on their back, and yeah, if you're like me, you know, you want to do the best by the horses and have them really comfortable. So I hope you enjoy a bit of footage of us doing some work in the paddock up and down the hills. It's a good way to get Bella fit, and it's something different. I think she's probably a bit sick of going round and round in circles.
And I was singing about the love and all the things we had. We are up, we are down, but we're never giving up. A girl is on the way, ain't find me. I will do the same for you, trust me. Now you love me is a power. Stay here 24 hours, baby. Think about me now, and I'll give you everything you wanted. I'm still in love with all your perfect body. I'm still in love. I'm still in love with all your perfect body. I'm still in love. I'm still in love. I'm still. Now we're singing about the love and all the things we had. We're up, we're down, but we're never giving up. A girl is on the way, ain't find me. I will do the same for you, trust me. Now you love me is a power. Stay here 24 hours, baby. Think about me now, and I'll give you everything you wanted. I'm still in love with all your birds.
So I am always a bit dubious. Oh, here we go. My reins have got really long. I'm always a bit dubious riding around in the paddock, particularly when the grass is really long like it is, because you never know if there's going to be rabbit holes. And also the snakes. Snakes are always on my mind as well. But it is such a gorgeous paddock to ride around in. It's so good for Belly's fitness. But there we go. You can see our gorgeous view from the top of the hill. So that's looking back down on the house. And the horse paddocks and shelters and my shed, and the round yard, and then all the way back round to our dam and our back paddock. So that's our gorgeous view, and my gorgeous view behind these ears. I have no idea what the wind noise is going to be like because it is really windy. Soft. Here, loose. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Nice. Good girl. Give her a scratch. Elbows in. Hope you enjoyed watching Bella and I trialling the saddle in the paddock today, and I may have included a little bit of us schooling as well. The jury's still out on which way I'll go, so you'll have to stay tuned for the next vlog to see what happens. But yeah, I want her to be comfortable at the end of the day, and make sure that I really get the right fit, because hopefully this one will last us, you know, quite a long time. So it's a big investment that you make, like I said earlier. But yeah, she was a good girl in the paddock today. I really enjoyed our ride. It was pretty windy, and it still is. But I'm glad we got that ride in. You just want treaties. You're loving this, aren't you, my little fluffy girl? Yeah, so until we meet again, I hope you stay safe, hope you stay well, and remember to enjoy the little things in life. Bye for now. I got no more. That's it, Bill.